Hello, my dears. It's Aishling Mooney here. You're very, very welcome. We have a live Q&A coming up. So I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes to join me. I'm going to wait for the notification to come on the computer here that I'm live, and you're very, very welcome. So post in the comments how you're feeling right now. I'm going to pick an angel card for us to get started. This is a group angel card. So for anyone, this is your first time seeing me, my name is Aishling Mooney. I'm an angel intuitive, a spiritual business mentor. I'm an author. I've written this book, Angels Are With You. So I decided just to pop in today as our final Ask Your Angels call in this community for 2020 before we jump into 2021. And I also wanted to take the opportunity to just let you know what's coming for 2021, and in particular January, because it's going to be a big angel month for all of us in this community. Hello, hi Rebecca, hi Marcia, lovely to see you. Hi Michelle. Yes, clocking off for Crimbo. Yes, me too. So that is, hi Meryl, how are you? So that's the number one piece, is that we're archiving this group. We're having our Christmas holiday. So from later on tonight, I'll be archiving this group, and until the, God, what date is it? I think around the 4th Monday, whatever the first Monday is in January, we will reopen. But so you'll still have access to everything. You'll still be able to comment. Sorry, you won't be able to comment, but you'll still be able to watch all the videos. And if you are already a student on our Lightworkers Academy, all of your courses and programs, you have access 24/7. And if you have any issues getting onto your courses or whatever, just email support@aishlingmooney.com, and one of my beautiful team will look after you. But that's it. So you still have access. The only thing is you won't be able to post for the next 2 weeks as soon as I archive, which will be later on this evening. So hi Marie, hi Aishling, lovely to have you here. So I'm going to pick a group angel card, and then I'm open for questions. So if you want to pop your questions below, hi Chilla. If you want to pop your questions below, I will randomly pick whoever I feel and choose an angel card for you. Hi Melanie, lovely to have you here. So if you have a question, if you're like, I'd really love some support today on a particular issue or topic, post your question in the comments below, and I will just tune in to who the angels guide me to. Now, if your name doesn't come out or your question doesn't come out, you know, I'm going to be here for an hour, so I'm not going to get through everybody. However, every single time I do this, I get support. Every single word that comes out of my mouth literally comes back and supports me in some way in my life. So yeah. So whether your specific question comes out or not, just trust that you're here, that you're listening, or whether you're watching the replay, that you're receiving whatever it is that you need from your angels right now. And sometimes we can ask one question and we can get the answer to that question, but it can come in a different way. Maybe the angels want you to look at things from a different perspective. So Marie, you're rebuilding your business, so any message is welcome. So Marie, I would love you to get really clear on your intention here and ask a question. I'm really thrilled that you're here, and I can totally tune in and pick a card for you. But for you, you know, when we get really clear and ask clear questions, we'll get a clearer answer. So just take a minute to see how that resonates, and if you can come up with a specific question. What is it in your business are you looking to go in a new direction? Are you looking to figure out, are you going to go from courses to one-to-one packages, or are you going to just create a VIP program? Or what is it that do you need help building your list? Do you need help getting clear on a new program? Do you need help getting your accounts in order and paying your taxes, and do you need help clearing your money blocks? Whatever you need help with, see if you can be specific and post a question. And Melanie, same for you, my darling. I'd love relationship guidance. Please, any questions, any messages would be amazing. I can totally pick a card for you, but I would ask you, Melanie, to jump down into your heart and just, what is it? Do you want to call in a new amazing relationship, or do you want to heal a current relationship? Be clear, and I can support you even better. Okay, so a couple of notices before we get started. In January, so as most of you know, I have this is the free group. This is our huge community where we host the Angel Cafe twice a year. Last year was 3 times to support people in COVID. But next year it's at least 2 times. So one is in March and one I think is around November, 11/11. So if you're interested in speaking, support@email.com, just message my team and let them know, and we'll get you on the list. That's for the March one coming up. The whole month of January, next month, is going to be Angel Month. I'm going to be in here giving you 3 free Ask Your Angel sessions, and then the Angel Circle community will reopen for new members to come in around the 22nd of the month, only for 4 days. So I would suggest that if you're considering joining, jump up to aishlingmooney.com, and if you click on the Angel Circle in the tab, it will bring you straight through to the VIP waiting list, and you can put your details in there and you'll get first notification when I open the Angel Circle membership. From the 18th of January, I will post all these details in this group, so don't worry. And if you're on my email list, you get notification. But from the 18th, I'm running a free week, Angel Power Week. So I'll be live every second day. I will be answering your questions. I'll be taking you through Archangel activations. We'll be doing angel cards. It will be amazing, beautiful, and an incredible way to kickstart 2021. It's going to be a better year. So just take a breath. Wherever you are, it's going to be a better year. This year was just the foundation. It was the opening. It was bringing us back to ourselves. But next year is going to be lighter. There's a lot I have to say about next year, but I'm going to save that for another live stream. And you'll also, if you're on the email list, you'll get the forecast for 2021 as soon as it comes out. The video is ready. My team are putting it up on YouTube, so you'll get an email with that. So just go to aishlingmooney.com and just make sure you're on the email list. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all I need to say. Yeah, so we're archiving this group. So to stay in touch with me, I suppose the best way over the holidays would be Instagram. So I'm at Aishling Mooney Angels. So that's the Instagram address for me. Or my personal profile on Facebook, which I don't know the address for that, but you'll probably know if I've posted. Okay, my darlings. So this is, let me see. This is, oh, I love this. Okay, love this. 2 cards for our group. This is a group message. Hi, everybody that's just joined me. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Siri. Nice to see you. So we've 2 beautiful cards. Really, really beautiful cards. So this is really for any of you that have maybe fallen into the 2020 negative mind stream, mind crap, and worrying about your business, about your lives, about your relationships, and this feeling of is it going to get worse? Is it going to get better? So, you know, what we focus on, where we put our attention is where we're putting our manifesting energy, is where we're putting our manifesting fuel. When we add emotions to that, when we add fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, to that, it's like fuel, it's like petrol, and it So we really need to think about where we're putting our thoughts, what we're thinking about. This particular period, these 2 weeks that we have off, that we have, whatever, even if you have one day off over this period, I'm taking 2 weeks off to be with my family and my thoughts and clear out my house. I've just moved, so just root myself here. But wherever you are, these 2 weeks, starting from today and starting from the 21st actually, and going right through till the first week in January, is a period of dreaming, is a period of letting go, of releasing, and gathering together all of the gifts that you've received from 2020 and bringing them forward into 2021 and letting go of the rest. So this card is about you stepping into your mastery and your confidence and your power. It's indigo navy, my favorite color. These beautiful electric blue butterflies surrounding the Queen of Michael, the Queen, and it's actually Louise Hay, and there's beautiful yellow hair, and there's the dove, connection to angels and the Holy Spirit. It is like a card of confidence, like you know exactly what to do. You have the benefit of experience, and this is a time for your career rather than relationships. So this is a message for every single one of us listening to this. I'm listening as well as I'm speaking the words, or whether you're watching the replay. 2021 is about empowerment, is about you stepping into, and I don't mean that stepping into your own power. What the fuck does that mean? It's so vague. It's about you stepping into a place of confidence, maturity, personal responsibility for your life, saying fuck no to whatever is outside of your boundaries, draining on your energy, relationships, situations, career, clients. 2021 is going to be a big fuck no year, and you gathering in and pulling back your energy and your focus on what it is that you want to do and achieve. So it's going to be an incredible year. I have a lot more to say about 2021, so jump in. Make sure you're on the email list so you get that. And I've shared a little bit about it, but next year is the year of Ariel, Archangel Ariel. And here is Ariel, the Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. Oh my God, I'm so excited about 2021. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, and you're being watched over by someone kind. So this is what I'm talking about taking these 2 weeks as your dream time, as your planning period. So in this card you have an angel here who is planting money seeds that will grow in the future, that will grow in 2021 in the way plants grow in the different seasons. And so these two beautiful cards are saying to you, have courage, have confidence, you know what to do, trust yourself, trust your intuition. 2021 is going to be a big, big year for light workers, for earth angels, for healers, for therapists, for coaches. There is like literally a call that's gone out for the last couple of years that is just like, we are gathering, we are coming together. The world needs our voices now, needs your healing gifts. And it's like, this is the moment for you to dream big, and then take that dream and go, okay, if I could double it, what would that dream look like? And that is being brave enough to ask for the money that you want to see in your bank account this year. Brave enough to ask for the relationship, the really beautiful, true relationship that you want this year. Personal relationship and intimate relationship, and relationships in your family and in your community and with your coaches and, whatever. Brave enough to ask for the health, that you can transform your health and you can be fit this year and eat well this year, being brave enough to take the time for your personal spiritual path and growth and development. It's a big one, especially for mothers. I'm feeling it, you know, with my family at home. I'm craving a couple of days in a hotel on my own to just retreat and spend some time solely with me, with no demands on my time and energy. So that's one of the things that as soon as I can travel is on my list, some time just for me to retreat. So, you know, really, really being brave enough to have all of your needs met this year. Okay, it's going to be so incredibly important, but it's a year of confidence, empowerment, courage, personal responsibility, and deep healing. So there you are, my darlings. So I'm going to jump into Secret Escape. Yeah, not telling anybody where I'm going, Nicola. But I probably won't be able to stay off Facebook or Instagram. So I'm sure I'll be tracked. I'm sure I'll be found. Okay. For any of you that are not on the waiting list and you want to join, it's just go to aishlingmooney.com. If somebody can type that in the chat, I'd really appreciate it. But it's AISHLING Mooney MOONEY.com, and you can go there and you can sign up on my email list and make sure that you get notifications of all the goodies that are coming. Okay, so let me see our first question. Let me see who that is. So Marie, you asked a question. I'm just trying to find it. Rebuilding my business. Okay. Okay, is it best for me to focus and nurture my group work? So just tuning into you, my sweet darling. Thank you for posting. Okay. So, Marie, so my intuition, before I read this card, my intuition is saying yes to group work for you, Marie, because I know you. And I know that you are a social angel. I know that you have a big mission in the world. I know that your smile and your beautiful Donegal accent and your heart just draws people in, that you are not here to work in solitude. Some people are really good at one-to-one. And that is their zone of genius, and they are able to have appropriate pricing for that, and they get well paid for that, and it works out. You know, I know one coach, one person in one of my mastermind groups, and she has built $1 million business on one-to-one coaching, high-end one-to-one coaching. So it's not, I feel like your question is that the way to make money? That might not be, you know, but it can be tempting for us to think, okay, I'll just create some high-end offers, some VIP offers, and that will bring all the money that I need into my business so I can do the other stuff, so I can write the book, so I can do that. It is tempting to do that, and I did attempt that at one stage. But it's not the right question. So the question you need to ask is, what would bring me the most joy in 2021? What would support my soul the best in 2021 while I'm sharing my gifts, while I'm helping and supporting other people in my community? What would be the best thing for me? So you can still have your VIP program, your one-to-one program, and you can price it really appropriately. And if people choose to sign up for that, you can give them your energy and you can get really well paid for that. But I'm going to say that your gra, your heart, your big healing work is in groups. So yes is the answer. Focus and nurture your group work. That doesn't mean that the group work has to be low-end offers. We can create, you can work with groups on a DIY level, you can promote your programs that you have available. You can promote them, stick a Facebook ad on them and send them out there, and people can be benefiting from your work without actually having to interact with you. And then you can have the higher, a different level of program, which is group, and you can get paid for it. So there's different grades of group. So there's quantity or quality. So no, that's not it. I can't remember the phrase, but you can, so for example, I had a group program, but I included one-to-one sessions in that. So whoever signed up for the group program also got to work with me one-to-one. And now I have a group program, the Angel Circle membership, and it's a lower end offer. Well, for another few months it is. But there's no one-to-one work in that. It's live stream twice a month and maybe one Zoom call, one actual coaching session. So it's very easy for me to manage, and I can work with 10 people as well as 10,000 people. So, it's a very easy model to manage, and that nurtures my soul, because my best work is with groups. My best work is I love one-to-one, but after every one-to-one session, I'm thinking, oh my God, that was so good. I wish I could share it with more people. I wish I could help more people with that message. So group for me is good, where I can share the content with many more people. So I don't know if that answered your question, Marie, but I just want to, this is the card that came up for you. It's the Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So last year, for many of us, but I know for you in particular, Marie, Archangel Raphael saw the whole year. It has been deeply healing. It has, you've literally healed years and years of stuff in the last year. And your angels are saying, government restrictions allowing in whatever country you're living in, next year for you, and for many of us, I hope, is going to be a year of adventure, of getting back. For me, I want to get back on the airplane. I want to get back in the trains. I want to just get out. I'm a nomad. I want to meet people. I want to connect with real people. I want to hug. I want to dance with people. And there's just that feeling of, it says regarding relationships or social invitations. Marie, it's 2021 is a year of adventure for you. Accepting all of the social invitations that are offered to you, all of the invitations to speak publicly and in groups, small groups, big groups, all of the invitations to interact online in summits or group projects. There's going to be so many, we do need a little bit of discernment, tune into each one, but your angels are just literally saying, this is your year it's going to be a year of activity and of beautiful growth. So just with boundaries, make sure that your personal needs are met, your family's needs are met, and that you have to, people say to me, oh, I want to work full time as a spiritual healer. And no, you don't. Nobody wants a full-time job. If you're a mother, or you have a family, or you have a life, or even an animal, my dog is over there, you already have some stuff going on in your life. Your life is probably very, very full and quite busy. So ideally you want to bring in a business that's not full-time. So I'm just saying that with lots of activities, lots of invitations for growth, for business, for pleasure, but just make sure that you've set your own boundaries around that, so it's easier for you to say yes or no. So I hope that's useful. I want to hear you speaking. I want to hear podcasts, being interviewed on podcasts, you having your own podcast. It's about voice, it's about movement. Your angels are filling me with so much excitement, Marie. They're literally like, oh my God, fucking best year ever. So make a wish. Take these 2 weeks to dream big and then dream bigger. double it, double it, double it, and let's see what we can manifest in the year ahead, my darling. So a beautiful card for you. Okay, so the next question, there was another question there from Melanie. So relationship guidance. So let me just see if you expanded on that. Okay, I'm not sure if my current partner is right for me and I feel stuck as longing for the one, and I'm also looking at launching a new business, but I am lacking confidence. Okay, so God, it's a great question, Melanie, and thank you for being brave enough to be clear. You're going to help and support a lot of people here today listening to this. So first piece of advice, if somebody can write this down, I would really appreciate it in the comments. 5lovelanguages.com. If you go there, there's a quiz. That is your starting point when it comes to relationships. That quiz saved my life. You get a quiz and then you can buy the book. I think it's a tenner on Amazon. That is my first recommendations for anybody asking a relationship question. And that quiz will help you to figure out what is your love language. What is the way that you communicate in the world, that you communicate love to people around you, and the way that you receive love. And I've talked about this so many times. So for any of you that are hearing me talking and going, oh my God, he's talking about the love languages again. If you haven't done the quiz, go and do it. And I think it's always worth repeating this stuff, especially if you're brand new and you haven't heard it before. And sometimes we can hear it in a new way. But so it will show you how you experience love, how you know that you're loved, and how you give love. So I would suggest that you do it for yourself first. That's the number 5, lovelanguages.com. I would say that you do it for yourself first, and then get all your family to do it. Get the kids to do it if you have a family at home, and get your partner to do it. And figure out what the love language is. Because sometimes in our relationships, it can be, I'm not sure if this person's the one, I'm not sure if I'm loved, I'm not sure if I love this person. And sometimes it can be that you're just literally not speaking the same language. Now, obviously, if things get difficult and you know in your heart that this person is not the one for you, then you need to take appropriate actions. But if you're still at the stage of, and that's what I'm reading of, I'm not sure, so it might be, it might not, you're still in that decision phase, I would say that this 5 love languages will be really, really helpful. For example, my top love language is words of affirmation. So I need to be told I love you for me to feel loved. My husband's top love language is acts of service. So he needs to have things done for him to show that. So he likes a lovely dinner. If I make a lovely dinner, he feels loved. If I put on the laundry, he feels loved. I know this sounds ridiculous if you're hearing this for the first time, but there are acts of service. So for a long time, I did not know if he loved me. I was unsure about that. And it wasn't until I read this book that I realized that, oh my God, when I say that door is squeaky and the next time I come and I open the door and the squeak is gone, it's because he's oiled it. Because he's saying in his way, he's acting, giving an act of service, and he's saying, I love you. So it took me, it just transformed my understanding of love. And I understood that by me constantly saying, I love you to him, that was not sinking in, that was not speaking his language. So I had to understand that, I mean, these things in the house, keeping the house in order and laundry and all that is just fucking something that needs to be done in my mind. But in his mind, it's an act of service. So I needed to just change my mindset and my understanding. Really, really was helpful. So that is the first thing I would say to you. The second thing that's coming through, before I even pick a card for you, Melanie, And again, this will be useful for many, many people. Like you've said, and I'm looking at launching a new business, but I'm lacking confidence. So sometimes when we are on the precipice of something new, when we are like, I'm going to launch this new business, we wake up with this idea, we go, oh my God, I'm going to start this new course or launch this new business, and we're on the fucking precipice of that leap, and your angels are like prodding you to jump. They're pressing the button, your angel wings are open and you are ready to jump, and you're like, oh! And what happens is we distract ourselves so that we don't have to take that leap. And sometimes that distraction is, I wonder if this relationship is for me or not. or I'm not saying that this is for you, Melanie. I'm just letting us open our minds a little bit and try to understand the mechanisms that's working in the background, unawares most of the time, that we are about to take a leap and our ego is stepping in going, fuck no, get back into your comfort zone. Okay, what can we do? It's like a Facebook algorithm, like the internet algorithm, trying to keep you connected, trying to keep you on track with their... anybody who's interested in this, read this, watch the movie The Social Dilemma on Netflix. Absolutely incredible. Will help you understand how the algorithm works. But literally, it's you're being oh God, I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Does anybody know? Oh yes. That when you're about to take this leap, your ego kicks in and you're like, I wonder about this, or I wonder about that, or suddenly you have to walk the dog that hasn't been walked for 10 years, or you're going to create that e-course or you're going to start writing that book, or it's like you're distracted. And I would say to you, if you weren't thinking or worrying or giving your relationship negative energy right now, if you weren't worrying, I wonder if this is right, I wonder if it isn't, la la la, whatever it is, if that wasn't there, if that was resolved, if you had the perfect relationship, if you had if everything was working wonderfully, if that was not there, what would you be doing instead? And most people would say, I will be doing the thing that I wanted to do. I will be taking that leap forward if this was sorted. So sometimes we can create a drama so that we don't have to take a leap forward. So the card that came up, and I knew that this was for you as well, the group card that came up, Melanie, it was a time for career rather than relationships. And that doesn't mean that we have relationships. We can't be human and not have relationships with people. But it just, in my feeling is that there's a little bit of distraction going on here. And your angels are nudging you and going, it is time to jump, Melanie Gilling. It is time to get the fuck off that ledge, spread out your wings and jump. Now, I haven't even pulled a card. Yes, so the card is 3. So you're gonna, oh my God. So reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So, oh God, this is such a beautiful card. If you look at this, there's a boat in the distance and there's these 3 happy women. So number 1 is telling me that you're supported. And if you're not in a community or a coaching program or a group that can support you moving forward in your business, you need to get that sorted straight away. Get yourself in you can join the Angel Circle membership. It's open around the 3rd week, around the 22nd. That is going to support you. But if you want something sooner, you need to start looking around now. Get yourself some sort of community support to help you make this leap forward. But your angels are literally saying, set sail. It is time to set sail. So as I've said at the very beginning of this call, this is a dreaming period. This is a dreaming period. So we have 2 weeks now to dream and then dream bigger again about what we want 2021 look like, what we want that to look like. So you are ready to set sail, my darling. If I can support you in any way, some of my business programs might support you. I would recommend the Angel Circle, because at least you're getting that community support as well. Reach out to me if you want some more details on any of that. But it is time for you to set sail, to launch yourself out into the world, out into your business. And, you know, literally, we've got to be moving and making mistakes to grow and learn and improve. So sitting, thinking, will I launch my business or not? Or will I allow distractions to keep me stuck? There's no room for expansion or growth or mistakes or imperfections there. And that's where we learn. It's only by starting. I launched the Angel Circle completely imperfectly last year. And we've had a year of mistakes. I've had about 3 launches. I've learned so much that I'm going to bring into next year. So my advice to you is to start, no matter how small. Be prepared to do it imperfectly. Be prepared to make 3 million mistakes and bless those mistakes, and have 3 million challenges and bless those challenges, and allow those to give you the confidence, each little stepping stone. And also, as you help and support one person, and then another person, and then another person, and then another person, and then another person, that will give you confidence as well, as you start to see your work improving the lives of people in your community using your work. So all of my love. This is going to be an amazing year for you, Melanie. And I know that this message is resonating with lots of people. So hi, Margaret. Hi, Nicola. So let me see, how are we doing for time? Okay, my God, time is flying. So I'm here for about another 15 minutes. So any questions, post them in the chat. So there was another question here from, there was a question from Rebecca. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find that question, I'll pick a card for you. Rebecca, are you still here? Okay. Okay, my darling. So this is a really beautiful question. And I think it's going to support so many of you watching this. It's already supporting me. So Rebecca has said, how can I help myself build strength to get through a hard Christmas after losing someone special? So emotional at times, especially when left on my own. So I just want to say, Rebecca, everybody here watching this live and watching the replay is sending you love, is holding you in our hearts. I'm holding you in my heart this Christmas. And anyone that is struggling, anyone that is struggling with grief or loss or disappointment or anger or worry or all the shit fucking storm of 2020. Any of you that are watching this that are in that place of exhaustion and literally mental, emotional, physical exhaustion. I felt it personally in my own life, and I feel it in this community, and I feel it in the world. We have got to take this time, I am taking 2 weeks off. I'm taking Facebook off my phone. I'll only be checking in on the computer every third or fourth day over the holidays. I'll share what I'm going to do, Rebecca, and this might support you too. I'm going to give myself permission to relax, to hug my kids, to watch all of the movies. We got a new telly that I resisted, but now I love it. Watch all of the movies, The Wizard of Oz, the things that as well as the movies that my kids want to watch now, but the movies that nurtured me as a kid. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, The Wizard of Oz, as I said, they're like Mary Poppins. I want to see those movies this Christmas, as well as everything else. I want warm clothes. I've ordered nice fancy loungewear for myself. Big fluffy slippers my mother sent me over. Cushions, warm cushions, comfort, comfy couch. I'm going to go and have in the fucking bed days and not leave my bedroom. I had one last week and it was deliriously beautiful, where I just only left the bedroom to eat and to pee. And apart from that, I stayed in the bed. The kids came into the bed, we hung out in the bedroom, we played games in the bedroom, and I just did not leave the bedroom. So, you know, I'm feeling the call in my own heart that I just need rest. I just need to replenish. Some of the remedies that I'll use are walnut backflower remedy for just protection and grounding, larch for I can do it, and olive for just exhaustion, just to really renew the energy. And also, me personally, I'll be taking gorse, because there's this seeping energy of hopelessness. There's a bit of hopelessness or disappointment just in the ethers that I just want to clear out of my energy. I want to acknowledge and clear. So, and there's a bit of shock there. So Star of Bethlehem, our rescue remedy, would be really, really good. That's really good for shock, grief, trauma, anything like that. So they're sort of the remedies that I'll be dipping in and out of over the Christmas. Comfort, sleep, rest, gallons of water, gentle movement. I am not signing up for any workouts or anything. I'll be doing maybe some yoga. I've joined the movement, which is... you can literally have 5-minute videos. Some of them are jump around, some of them are relaxation, some of them are meditations. So literally every day I'm giving myself the gift of, right, what does my soul need today? Is it a walk in nature? Is it a binge a Netflix series? Is it a movie? Is it making cakes? Is it making a smoothie with the kids? Is it eating crap? Is it eating well? You know, no judgments of any of it. Just what is my soul needing today? That's just a piece of advice that I can give you from my own heart. Cutting off the ties is another big one that I'll be doing over the holidays. Okay, so all of that. So I'm going to pick an angel card just for you, Rebecca, and for anyone that's that has a similar question. So I'm just going to pick another one here. Okay. So, the big message coming from your angels is about making sure that you have support from like-minded people, from a community. So you have 2 guys, maybe lovers, walking along a beach, but the overriding message, they're in a bubble of protection, and this is beautiful. They're in bare feet, so they're very grounded, and it's like making bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So the overriding message for this is to make sure that you are in a community that can support you, so that you have, I used to say this when I used to teach Mastery at Metatron, find your champions. Find the people in your life that when you ring up and say, oh, fuck, I'm having a shit day, they're not going to go, yeah, the economy and the world and everything is just, that's not your champion. That's somebody that's going to pull you into the swamp of shit or leave you in your swamp of shit. They're not going to help you get out of it. So your champion, when you ring and say, I'm having a shit day, I don't know if I can get out of bed. These feelings and emotions are just taking me over. I feel sad. I feel upset. I don't know how to get through this. And that champion, that person on the end of the phone goes, I'm so sorry you're feeling like that. I hear you. I know how hard it's been. I know how hard it is for you right now. So let's see what we can do. What do you need right now? And it's about brainstorming and talking it through and listening to you, but not listening to you in a pitying way or a victim way or a disempowering way, giving you empowerment, giving you back your power in this situation. All of that being said, my advice to anyone that is experiencing deeper levels of sadness, anger, frustration, and you're just stuck in a funk, and it can be either the start of depression or moving, and this is not just for you, Rebecca, this is for anyone. I'm just taking this opportunity to just focus on this for a minute. For any of you that are, and I've been there, I've been in a hole of being depressed and just not knowing how to shift my mind or lift me out of this murky shithole that I was in. Been there quite a few times in my life, literally not knowing how to get out of it. It's times like that where we need to reach out to a therapist, a counsellor, a healer. Book yourself a healing session, book yourself a massage session. Go and see your doctor and speak about how you're feeling and ask for support. Go online and find some support groups, ring a helpline, but most of the time when we're in that funk, and I'm not talking about an everyday average funk, I'm talking about when you're in that funk and it is a depression. And sometimes it can come through grief that can kickstart it. It's reach out, even if you don't feel like it, reach out. The people that love you and that care about you can support you, might be the doorway to getting you support. So that's one doorway, and the other doorway is to ask your angels for help and support. Okay, angels, I'm going to go online, I'm going to find a counsellor in my area and go and book yourself. I have gone back to counselling over and over and over again in my life. It has supported me, marriage counselling, one-to-one counselling, online counselling, in-person counselling. I have, it is something whenever I go through a period in my life, and I don't know, there's been many in my own life so far, that it has saved my life, as well as all of the holistic therapies and everything else. And going to see the doctor can sometimes be the first kick-off for that. So I hope that is useful just for anybody struggling at the moment. But for you in particular, Rebecca, it's about making sure that you're in a community. You can come join the Angel Circle. It's opening again in another few weeks. That will support you for the whole of 2021, love. Or stay in this community for January. I'll be here almost every week doing a free live stream. So, we have the Angel Cafe in March. There's going to be a lot of support happening just in this free space as well. And then if you want deeper support, you can join the Angel Circle. That's one option. Or just, after you look after yourself, after you work within your own boundaries, see what support you need out there and reach out for that. So I hope that's useful. If anyone else in this group, I am not doing this alone. I haven't got all the fucking answers for everybody. So this is a group of healers, therapists, light workers. Every single person watching this has a healing gift, has a life experience, has something to add to this conversation. So if you want to add encouraging thoughts, words, if you want to add links, whatever you want to add, wherever you think is useful to the conversation that I'm having today on anything that I've spoken about, please share your wisdom, share your love, share your healing gifts, and anybody who's watching the replay will get the benefits from this thread. So there we go. Okay, I hope that was useful for you, Rebecca. So I'm going to Zoom forward. Oh, Melanie, I'm delighted that you're here, my darling. And I hope that you join. We're going to be here for January anyway, and then you can jump into the Angel Circle then around the 3rd week from, I think, the 22nd it's opened. Michelle, it's been a wonderful to connect. I know, my darling, I'm so grateful to have you in our community. And we're called to our own and the bigger purpose next year. We'll need these support groups more than ever. Yes, my darling, yes, we will. Yes, exhaustion and despair. Gorse would really help with that, Michelle, and the olive would really help with that. I felt it all. I said to somebody last week, I feel like I'm limping to the finish line of 2020 so I can fucking have a rest. I'm actually feeling a bit better this week. Last week I was literally like, oh my God, will I make it? It was like the end of a marathon. So yeah, we're in the same story ocean. Yeah, I love it. Okay, my darlings. So I'm going to pick, hi Arita, lovely to see you. I love the way this community just comes together. I met Arita on holidays. We were in a beautiful place in Greece a few years ago and we've stayed in contact over Facebook. So funny. Hope you and your family are well. Hi Dolores, hi Lulu. So I'm looking for a specific question. Okay, so anyone that has a specific question, post it now and I will answer that. Oh yeah, it's always comfy on the fence. Yes, Marie, yours is acts of service. Yes, I think I remember that. Love. Okay, so hi Jenny, how are you? Jenny Ford is an amazing angel intuitive and has numerous books, author out there. So yeah, Jenny's latest work is around grief. Beautiful book. So thank you, lovely to have you here. Okay, so Sheila, here's a question. Where should my focus be in my business, my personal development business, or my one-to-one work or training? Online or classroom training when possible? Okay, so Sheila, I don't think you came on at the very beginning. So I did answer a very similar question to Marie at the beginning, where her question was, will I focus on my group work? And I talked about the different ways that we work with people, one-to-one or in groups, and VIP programs and different pricing. So I think it could be useful for you to go back and just have a quick listen to that. It was about 10 minutes in, and I spoke for about 10 minutes on the subject. So I think if you missed that, it might be useful for you to just go back and watch that. Now, the answer to your question is not really, it might not really be, okay, I'm going to answer this. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. So this is a similar situation of, will I have this or will I have this? So instead of choosing one thing and just running with it, we're on the fence going, this one or this one, this one or this one, this one or this one. It's like a seesaw, a never-ending seesaw that you never get off. So your angels are saying to you, Sheila, choose one. Choose the one that brings you most joy, that you can do it with your eyes closed, no effort. And the beauty of that is that when you are doing something that is no effort, the rest of your energy can go into promotion, marketing, and getting your message out there to as many people as possible, and bringing in new people into your community and enrolling clients in your training and program. So my advice is to choose one. Choose the one that requires the least amount of energy and fills you with the most joy. Now, the other piece of this is this card is the Seven of Raphael. So it's about healing the chakras. So this is a time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action, and a need for detoxification. So I'm going to, because I know that you've asked a similar question before. You're in the angel circle, so we've been looking into this through different layers, supporting you with your business as well as your personal development work. So this message of this card is basically, it's more of so we've answered that question around business. Choose something that brings you joy, focus on that, and that will give you the energy to promote it and get more people into your program and get more clients and whatever. It will help you to focus on the marketing plan. But this is about taking, in particular for you, the next 3 weeks to clear out, detox, declutter your house, get rid of stuff that you no longer need, give it away, dump it, minimize. So thinking about, in particular, maybe the area that you want to focus on, if it could be business, then it's about, decluttering business stuff off your computer. Clearing out old client files is a great way of bringing in new clients. If you want to bring in money, clear out your wallet and tidy up your accounts. If you want to feel more energy and healthier, maybe go into the kitchen, clear out the cupboards, buy yourself a new yoga mat, clear out the old one. That's one of the things I might plan on my agenda, is to buy myself a new yoga mat, because I want to bring in more health and fitness next year, and I'm going to declutter the old one, which is I've been sitting on for 10 years. So I want to let go of that, and I want to bring in a new energy for the next 10 years, because they last that long if you get a good one. So my advice to you, Sheila, is to give some focus right now. In January, you can come back to the business focus, but right now is to give some focus to dreaming really big, as I said, and then dreaming really even bigger, and then decluttering, clearing out, making space for the new, and reducing your time online and digitally over the next 2 weeks. Just try to bring back in your energy. Drink lots of water. Crabapple would be a great backflow remedy for you to use. It's a great cleanser, and walnut would be a great one for you to use. Just protection and stability, and just will help you to ground your energy in these new dreams and goals that are coming up for you. So I hope that was useful. Not quite maybe the answer that you wanted, but in an indirect way, the angel is saying you need to look after your energy first, and there needs to be a bit of a clear out before, there needs to be a vacuum created so that you can, you have time and space and energy for these new developments in your business and your life. So I hope that was useful. So let me see, any more questions? I'm going to scoot down to the very end. Okay, love that. Sheila, I love that. Yes, love working with groups, so my choice is training, but in all the business coaching programs, I was told to start with one-to-one. Your business, your rules, Sheila. I know millionaires that have created millions of pounds and euros and dollars working one-to-one. And I also know millionaires who have created millions of dollars and pounds and euros working in groups. So there are so many ways for us to get our message, our healing message, our voice out into the world, out to the people that really need it. And it doesn't have to be one way fits all. It can be useful to get that one-to-one experience so that you can reach a place of, actually, this is not where my gra is. It's an Irish word for heart, for just, when I think of it, I think of passion, where your passion is, where your gra is, where your desire is. It doesn't necessarily, you need to figure out where that is. You need to figure out where that is. I did one-to-one for a long time, and I've only made the decision in the last year to stop. I've really reduced it completely, and I don't know what 2021 is going to look like, but it's about you deciding what you want to do and trusting that by giving that the least amount of energy, that you have the energy then available for the marketing. So I'm glad that resonated, and yes, time to declutter. So Sarah, do I go ahead with plans for opening the business in January? It's taken so long to get to a point where I can, but I'm now wobbling. So Sarah, I don't know if you listened to the beginning of the call. I spoke to Melanie, and I think that message will really support and help you right now. She asked a relationship question, but in the end we spoke about when you're ready to take a big leap. When it's time to take a big leap, but you're not ready, and what to do, and what sometimes how we distract ourselves with BS. Excuse me. BS around. So, just, yeah. So go back and listen to that. But I'm going to pick a card for you anyway, Sarah. So stay tuned. So what I'm saying is that message that I gave Melanie will be really useful for you as well right now. So just don't want to repeat. I love your angel icon. Okay. Love this. Just listen to the words, Sarah. Let this stay determined and move forward. So trust yourself. You've made this plan. You know what's next for you, love. You know what the next steps are. Of course you're wobbling. It's natural. Every single one of us, no matter what level, new devil. No matter what step you're going to take forward in life, if you're stepping into anything unknown, it is going to bring up fear. It's going to bring up your ego going, stay in your fucking comfort zone. Do not leave the comfort zone. Do not leave the comfort zone. And it's about you questioning and saying, okay, nobody's going to die if I take this step, if I open this business, if I try something new. One of the ways that I work with my ego is really only keeping us safe in our comfort zone is I sort of trick it. So an example of this is I give it some deadlines. So when I was applying for college, it was a 4-year honours degree, and it felt a mountain to climb that I would never reach the top of. I didn't feel like I was clever enough. I'd been told I was stupid in school, and I just didn't know I had the energy. I had young kids. I was like, it's never going to happen. That was my ego. I was going, no, stay in your fucking comfort zone of your life right now, Aishling. Don't worry about the money or the time or your intelligence, and just don't do it. And I had to take on board all of those fears and doubts, and I had to talk to myself, and I had to say, I'll just do the first module. I can just do the first module. It was, and then when I did the first module and I met some friends and got some support and encouragement and other people that were very similar age, very similar situations to me, were still lifelong friends years later. And it was like, maybe I'll just do the first year, which was a certificate in becoming a teacher, adult education and training. And I thought, okay, I'll just do the first year. Then after the first year, I thought, I might sign up for the second year. That's the diploma. So I enjoyed the first year. I got through it. I was able to do it. I was able to afford it. I actually got some good marks, so I can trust my brain that it's workable. And I was able to manage around the timetable of my family. And I went ahead and did the second year. And then I was there and I was like, well, fuck this. I might as well go and do the other 2 years and get this degree. And I had a lot of support with the community, with the friends that I had built up over those 2 years. So I'm sharing that example. You've got to start, Sarah. Start knowing that it's not going to be perfect. Knowing that you're going to make mistakes. Just fucking start, love. Just start. Trust yourself. Be prepared for any possibility and environmental activism. So this is a message for everybody, but it's also just a sort of an overlapping message for you, Sarah. This year has been Archangel Raphael, deeply healing, challenging but healing year. Next year is Archangel Ariel. This is going to be the year of environmental activism all across the globe. I am predicting that we're going to see some really deep positive changes. It's going to be challenging. It's not going to be without its challenges, because we're going to be challenging the status quo and changing rules and policies and government policies, and a lot of people are going to step up and use their voice and their platform to help the world, basically, to give the earth, give our mother, our home, a voice, and say no. Our boundaries are going to kick in. So it's going to be a big year for the environment. And your angels are just stepping in and going. If you can use your angel work, and if you can use whatever work you're going to do in the world, I'm guessing it's as a healer and a light worker. And if you can somehow use your platform or your voice to support this big momentum that's going to happen over this year around environmental change, your angels are saying it's going to be a good thing for you and for the world. So this is a really, really beautiful. I hope that's making sense. It will make sense as you begin to see more of my videos in the coming, the forecast for 2021. I go really deep into this. So it will make sense, but just a quick message for now. But you can see this person standing here with a shovel, about to dig the foundations of something new, and completely in partnership with the angels. So so your work is in partnership with the angels. They're standing with you. They're not pushing you, they're not pulling you, they're walking with you into 2021. So do it, get started, jump in. Even if it's terribly imperfect, even if all of the foundations aren't set, just get started, Sarah. Stay determined and move forward. Okay, my love, I hope that was useful. Oh my God, I've gone way over time. So I think I am going to Angelic Reiki, Paloa, wow, I never heard of that, and training to be crystal therapist. Okay, so it is time, my darling. Hi, Shauna. How are you? Yes, Nicola, the comfort zone is a myth. Yes, Michelle is saying so many business coaches just want to promote business and promote their processes and techniques. Yeah, brilliantly said, Michelle. It's not about a cookie cutter business. We need to develop our own business. We need to do something that satisfies our heart. And that might be one-to-one, that might be group, that might be DIY while you're sipping cocktails on the beach. I don't know what it is for you. That might be, my idea of business would be me sitting at home writing books and just doing these live streams. And the Angel Circle is fulfilling that for me. It's giving me the space to just write the books. I'm just about to I've just got the first card of the Angel card deck, which will be released around June or July this year. So that's pretty exciting. You know, so it's like if my calendar was filled with one-to-one time, I wouldn't have the energy there to create this deck with an amazing artist and not painting it myself. So Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful session, my darlings. I want to take this moment to wish every single one of you an amazing, beautiful rest and lovely time over Christmas, over these holidays. Thank you for being part of this community, for helping it to grow into an incredibly supportive and loving community over the last year. Whether you've dipped in for one event or for one live stream or been here for all of them, I just want to say thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you, and I'm sending you and your family so much love over the Christmas period. I hope you get a rest, and I look forward to coming back on the 4th of January and sharing an incredible month of angels with you and with everybody in this community. There's make sure that you're on my email list. Just go to aishlingmooney.com and you can get on the list and you get notifications of everything. Sending you love. Thank you for being here. Mwah! Have a great Christmas.